Alright, I'm filming this minutes after I filmed the last one. Welcome to Doki 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 Doki. If you saw the last two videos, you'll know I can't record today because I'm stupid. And very gay today. I'm feeling very gay. But that's gonna keep going on if Natsuki and Yuri, that's an immediate yes please. I think you need to understand I'm very gay. Let's play the game. I'm so excited. These are my babies. It's only been one day since Yuri's letter was delivered to Natsuki with Monika's help. Because Yuri chose not to attend the club meeting that day, she and Natsuki hadn't faced each other since. Although it's only lunchtime, Yuri finds herself anxiously counting the hours till she will need to face the outcome of her efforts, whether good or bad. And because of the passing of the spy of the students making her more anxious, Yuri picked out the most secluded spot she could find for her lunch. Because the staircase is under maintenance, no student would have any reason for coming here. It's such a relaxing feeling to have a moment of solitude in the middle of a frantic school day.
What are you doing here?
Yuri grips the book with... Today must be my unlucky day. I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing through my computer before I can fucking record another series. It sucks, because I wanted to start today, and I'm not gonna have a chance, because on the day I'm filming this, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and then the day after that, I'm celebrating my birthday. It isn't my birthday, but that's what I'm celebrating it. And then it's the weekend where I might have a chance on Saturday. I might. Sunday is off the table, though. Okay. Whatever. We'll finish this thing, okay? We're gonna record. We're gonna finish this episode. Yuri grips the book with enough force to wrinkle the pages beneath the pressure of her thumbs. Well, what are you doing here?
I just came to get a drink from the vending machine. The other one is out of the drink I like.
Yuri notices Natsuki fidgeting with a few coins between her fingers. She nods, avoiding eye contact. Natsuki, also looking away, shuffles over to the vending machine. It's so quiet that every one of her movements seems to reverberate through the entire stairwell. After far too long, she finally receives her beverage, which she fidgets with in place of the coins. It's some kind of iced tea. But instead of leaving right away, Natsuki just stands at place. She glances all around her.
It's like way too quiet back here. It's creepy. That's not what I meant, really. It's totally cool, it's your thing or whatever you like. I can see how it suits you, so not because you're creepy or anything. I didn't mean that either. You know, I'm just gonna stop talking. That seems like a good idea.
It's okay. Everything is okay. Yuri finds herself attempting some words of comfort after hearing Natsuki stammer to herself in dejection. Seemingly in response, Natsuki approaches the base of the staircase and hesitantly sits herself near Yuri.
Well, I can leave if you want.
Yuri shakes her head. Natsuki twists the cap of her drink and takes a sip. Despite receiving Yuri's general permission, Natsuki doesn't want to say anything more. Yuri continues to read, or at least pretends to. Oh, my awkward babies! And the two of them just sit there for a long time. The tension seems to fade a little bit as time passes. Even without saying any words, it seems to have to mean at least something, although it's not clear what that would be. Lunch ends more quickly than expected. Natsuki's the first to stand up with her empty drink bottle.
Are you coming today? To the club?
Yuri nods.
I'm sorry for being so awkward. I'm really bad at talking about this stuff. I just can't for some reason. I don't know why. But I want to, eventually.
There's no rush. I promise.
Thanks.
My queens! It's the next day. Natsuki appears from the corner and steps up to the vending machine, glancing at Yuri as she does so. Today, she seems to be holding some kind of book as well.
Oh, you're here again. Well, I just came here to read this because there aren't many people around here.
Oh, I thought you didn't like how quiet it was.
Well, I don't, but there's no people here.
I see. Natsuki sits down. The mood feels much different than it did yesterday. After yesterday's lunch and the club meeting that followed, Natsuki and Yuri are beginning to feel more relaxed around each other again. Although Yuri's letter is still lingering in the back of Natsuki's mind, she continues to detour around it. But it's okay that I'm here?
Yeah, I don't care. I mostly just don't feel like dealing with the crap I get from my friends about it. Especially since, they all assumed I stopped reading manga after I joined the literature club.
It's not that I'm trying to hide it from them exactly, but I just don't want them to come up now after I've waited so long for this new volume to come out, literally months at this point. You don't have other friends who are into manga? Not unless online friends count. But Sayori, that's different, because she's not exactly into it, she just likes it, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Honestly, you're lucky that the books you're into just look like books, so you don't have to feel like everyone's constantly judging you for what you're reading. That wouldn't be so awful, especially since I already hate attention so much. Well, it's a good thing I have thick skin, I guess. By the way, I would totally recommend finding some friends online if you haven't already. If you're like me and have no one to share your hobbies with. Oh, I have online friends. Since middle school, actually. I was especially desperate back then. It's somewhat embarrassing to reminisce about those days. Yeah, middle school sucks, Yuri. Never talk about middle school. In middle school, I started a Waluigi fan Twitter account, and I haven't had friends since. I'm kidding, I have. Hi, Kate. The rest of you guys aren't watching this, so I can talk all the shit I want about you guys. Ha ha ha. Anyway, yeah, no. Middle school's great, is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes I feel like the me from a few years ago would have benefited from a good smack across the face. Oh, whatever. We were all stupid kids back then anyway. Some of the fanfics I wrote, thank God I used the pseudonym. But I liked it at the time. I got a lot of fulfillment out of it. And plus, I can look back and say with confidence I've become a lot better person since then. So I don't think I would change anything. I wonder if a few years from now we'll think the same things about our current selves. Probably. That doesn't make you uncomfortable? No, of course not. I don't care what other people think of me, especially someone who doesn't even exist yet. Alright, here. Natsuki raises her hand in her face and forcefully slaps her own cheek. That's me from the future coming to terms with me right now. Also, ow, I didn't mean to do it that hard. Yuri doesn't seem to react, but then to Natsuki's surprise, Yuri shyly looks the other way before doing the same to herself, loudly smacking her cheek. She turns red and stares into her lap, unable to hide a smile as though it was a really funny joke. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't know you had it in you. I don't even know why I did that. Maybe I thought it would be funny. Sorry, I keep distracting you. You said you were looking forward to reading, but I keep going on about all this nonsense. I think Natsuki's doing most of the talking, Yuri. My queen, my princess. Oh my god, I'm so gay right now. Okay, let me take a deep breath, guys. I'm a teenager, I can't help it. I'll let you get to your reading.
Oh, right. My reading. Joke's on you, Yuri. I can't read. Yeah, I guess I'll do that then.
The conversation ends quickly and Natsuki opens her book. My queens. The two read silently for the remainder of the lunch hour. The whole time, Yuri feels distracted by a twist of regret over having so abruptly forced an end to their conversation. Oh. And we're back. You're back.
Yeah, I'm here to lay low again.
One sec, I'm gonna drink some water. I'm giving myself a headache. I'm gonna have to take some ibuprofen. Another day has passed. Yeah, I have this too. You find the quiet spot and you sit there and you shut up. That's how I spend my lunch. Well, it's not the quiet spot anymore. A bunch of loud people discovered the quiet spot. But you know what? Screw those guys. Anyway, during lunchtime, Natsuki finds herself having wandered to the stairwell once more.
Hey, did you buy that?
Natsuki quickly notices a bottle of iced tea on the staircase where she normally sits. Yuri nods, avoiding eye contact.
What? Like, for me? But you didn't know I was coming here today. What if I didn't show up?
Well, I would have drank it myself, I guess. It was just a stupid thing to do.
No, it wasn't stupid. I just thought, never mind. What I meant to say is thank you. And it's a really nice gesture.
It's okay if you don't feel that way.
I do. It was the other things that I didn't mean. I swear, please believe me?
Yuri pauses then nods. Talking is hard, so I get it wrong a lot too. So I believe you. Natsuki exhales in relief. I love my awkward babies! Sorry. Then she sits down next to Yuri and takes the drink. Knowing Yuri, she was probably overthinking it so much that Natsuki's tepid response filled her with self-doubt.
I'll do something nice for you next time.
Please don't feel obliged.
I want to. I want to do nice things too.
Okay. Thank you.
You can thank me after I figure out how to do something nice.
I'll do it too then. Natsuki sighs.
Nothing. It just reminds me of how I haven't been getting along with my friends lately.
Is that why you've been coming here?
Well, no, not exactly. I haven't been avoiding them on purpose or anything. There's just other things I'd rather be doing at lunch lately. I like being around them when they're just having fun, but I also can't... But they also just can't take anything seriously. So when I'm, I don't know, feeling serious, then their attitudes just really get on my nerves. It's only gotten worse since I joined the literature club.
How come?
I don't know. I feel like I used to be really good at just putting up with it because it would be so stupid to cause drama over a joke I didn't like or something. But I just have a hard time doing that lately. It's my fault for being overly sensitive. If I have a problem, I'm gonna demand for everyone around me to change.
But...
Yeah, I know. Monica and Sayori don't really agree with that kind of thing. But they're not in my position, so it's easy for them to say you should just communicate your feelings or whatever. It's not like my friend group does that kind of thing. I would just be making an embarrassment of myself. Sorry, none of this has anything to do with you. I don't know why I'm talking about it.
It's okay. I like listening.
What? Listening to other people's problems?
Me too, Yuri. I mean, like, sometimes I like it, sometimes I'm like, okay. But other times, if it's someone like Natsuki, I'm totally up for listening to problems.
I need to stop.
Okay.
Pausing. Natsuki. Pausing.
Okay.
What, listening to other people's problems?
Yes.
That's weird. Sorry.
I just like learning about people.
Me too, Yuri. My queen. Sorry.
Do you think it's weird?
No, that's not weird. I probably just misunderstood. So, I don't know. Does that mean I should keep going?
If you'd like.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to talk about now.
What are some things you like about your friends?
A lot of things. I mean, they're really fun to hang out with, like after school and on the weekends, and they like my baking. And it's fun to complain about school together. They make me laugh a lot. We have a lot of good memories and inside jokes.
Oh. I'm bad at those sorts of things.
So?
Are those things that are important to you?
Well, kind of, but they're not something I need to get out of everybody. Everyone in the club is really different from that, but I'm still friends with them too.
Well, Sayori really likes your baking, and she makes you laugh, and she complains a lot.
That doesn't mean she's anything like my other friends.
Well, unlike then, she's a nice person who cares about your feelings.
Excuse me? How about you don't talk the way about my friends that you know everything about? Natsuki stands up.
No, wait. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I didn't want to say something bad. Please don't leave me.
Natsuki sighs and shakes her head. It's fine. As long as you understand that you can't just judge people like that.
I'm sorry.
Natsuki sits back down. You can't compare friends like that and, like, measure who's better for who. Everyone's different.
I'm sorry. I just don't like people who want to hurt you.
A moment of silence stretches between them. They don't want to hurt me. We just like to tease each other about stupid things. It's fun.
I don't like that.
Well, that's why I'm friends with them and you're not.
You like that? You like it?
Just don't worry so much about me. It's not worth it.
I'm sorry. I wish I knew how to help with social conflicts. Like how Monica can. She's good at these things.
Not really. Also, I don't always want help. Sometimes it's stuff I just have to deal with myself. That's what Monica and Sayori never seem to understand. Sometimes all you do is look at them wrong and they're all like, "Aw, what's wrong? Is everything okay?" I just want to mind my own business sometimes and decide for myself if I want to talk about things. The only one who understands that is you. You really shouldn't be hard on yourself. You're not as bad as you think.
Oh, you don't need to reassure me or anything?
I mean that. Plus, it makes me think that someone who doesn't talk a lot would make a good listener.
Thank you. You're also nice. I love you two so much.
It's really hard for me. It doesn't come naturally at all. It's weird because I always thought of myself as someone who can just say whatever's on my mind, but I feel like that only works when I'm annoyed or upset or I want to say something mean.
Natsuki, my queen, I've been there. Oh my god, I need to stop with the my queen. I'm such a fucking simp. Oh my god. This is awakening all the gay. Alright, we need to stop. We need to pause. The gay is paused. We continue. But
why am I like that? I don't have to answer that. You don't have to answer that. I'm just talking to myself.
Yuri nods and remains silent. Yuri notices her fidgeting with the pages of her book. Yeah, Natsuki notices her fidgeting with the pages of her book.
How come you like reading so much?
Oh, well, there's a lot of reasons. But I just get sucked into it so easily. It's so immersive. Like, I want to be part of it. I think there are a lot of things about people in real life that make me feel uncomfortable and frustrated. Especially when it comes to following social conventions and group interactions. My queen! I'm sorry, I need to stop. Turn off the simp. Turn off the simp. Turn off the simp. Got it. I just don't really understand it. I have no real desire to participate. But it's different with books. It always feels like I want to be around the characters. Yuri, me too. Yuri, me too. I love you guys. I feel such a strong emotional connection with them in ways I never felt with real people. So in that way, it can sometimes feel more real than real life. Me too. Okay. Deep breath and deep breath out.
Really? It's that hard for you to be around people? Like, all the time?
Fairly often, especially in group settings. When people are making all kinds of conversations, saying jokes, and all of that, I don't know what to do, and I just disengage.
Oh. That doesn't get lonely?
I don't think so.
Yeah, me too, Yuri. I need to stop with the me too talk, but yeah, I totally understand where Yuri's coming from. I don't feel lonely until I'm in a group of people. That's when I start to feel lonely. I don't feel lonely when I'm alone. I feel lonely when there are other people. I can still enjoy spending time with people one-on-one, and I have online friends too, of course. Do you ever wish you could be friends with the characters in your books?
All the time. Sometimes so badly it makes my heart ache. Oh, stop, sweetheart.
Yeah, me too.
Really?
A lot.
Oh, can I hug you guys?
Like, more than anything.
After Natsuki mutters that, silence fills the stairwell once more. I love you guys! I love you guys! I need to stop with the I love you talk, but I love you. But it's a mutual silence. One full of understanding. Okay. Alright. I need to calm down. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Real quick. Okay. Let's go. Self-love part 2. Hey! Oh, hello. I almost thought you weren't coming today. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, well,
lunch is already more than halfway over. Natsuki had typically been meeting with Yuri in the stairwell much earlier, since it had been a good way of dodging her friends when she didn't feel like seeing them. Today she's holding a large plastic container in both hands.
I ran into my friends, so I hung out with them for a while.
Is that so?
Yeah. I was in a good mood today, so I figured I should. And I hadn't seen them in a while, which I had to come up with an excuse for, but I expected that. Plus, I had way more of these than I know what to do with, so I figured I would share them with them too.
She sits down and Natsuki opens the lid of her containers. You make cupcakes.
You know it. It's been a while at this point, so I figured it was about time again. You can take one if you want.
Yuri takes a cupcake and carefully twirls it between her fingers. It's brown with dark green frosting and immaculately shaped into a floral pattern and topped with some kind of glittery powder. How pretty. I just ate, so I might not be able to finish it. Are they for the club?
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't really think about it, I just made them.
Oh, I just thought because green is Monica's favorite color, right?
Well, yeah, but that's not really...
Yuri takes a small bite. This is green tea flavored. I love green tea.
Oh, do you? It's just a random idea I wanted to try, so... Don't laugh at me.
I'm not. I just felt happy.
Oh, sorry. Usually when... Never mind. Oh, I didn't read that. Sorry for saying something... dumb things again. I just wanted to do something nice. And this is something I happen to be good at. And I know that you like them from past experience.
Yuri turns red, recalling the time she treated herself rather generously to Natsuki's cupcakes. Ironically, her mouth is too full of cupcakes for her to stammer an excuse, so she just settles for a disapproving look. How'd you get into baking?
Oh, well, I don't know. It kind of just always appealed to me. Well, a few years ago I read this manga with a lot of baking, so I just kind of got into it for a while. I was probably making stuff almost every day. But it's something that I always knew I liked anyway. It's like baking is like art. When you get really good at it, it gets more delicious too.
I'm struggling to imagine myself putting my heart into something so artistic, knowing that it would just be eaten afterwards. Me too, Yuri, I get it.
Yeah, maybe you're too practical for it.
I think I prefer to be on the receiving end.
Well, that's my other favorite part about it. It's something I can do to make lots of people happy, like unconditionally. Everyone's always so thankful, and in the moment, you get to be like the bringer of joy. I don't know. Just makes me feel...
Valued?
Yeah, I guess that.
So you were able to make up with your friends today?
There wasn't really anything to make up with them. We weren't fighting or anything.
You weren't? Maybe I misunderstood.
It only turns into a fight if I lose my cool. It's just unnecessary, and that's just unnecessary drama. It only makes things worse.
So they're not going to stop?
I mean, it only happens sometimes anyway. It's just the way they are. I'm the only one who has a problem with it. It's not worth it. Especially since I have somewhere to go now when I don't feel like hanging out with them.
Oh, I see. The cupcake's empty foil wrapper audibly crinkles as Yuri finishes a fist. I'm glad the situation is resolved, and that you don't have to avoid them anymore.
Yeah, me too. And I don't have to bother you during your alone time anymore. I'm sure you have a lot of reading to catch up on.
Yeah. Oh, guys, I love you guys.
I know that the cupcakes are basically nothing compared to all the stuff you've done for me. But it's still the best I can do. So you can have the rest of them. Natsuki grabs the box and slides it over to Yuri's feet. Yuri stares at the box. Then she shakes her head and slides them back.
You should save them for your other friends.
But I made them for you.
Natsuki's voice whines as she protests. I know. And I like them very much, exactly as you thought. You succeeded. But I know you care about making your other friends happy too. And if this is the way you know how to make that happen, I'm not going to take it from you.
No, they were for making you happy.
You make me happy. You make me happy. You're worth more than cupcakes to some. You're worth more than cupcakes to some people. That's why they want to spend time with you and be your friend. Without warning, tears pour from Natsuki's eyes. She pulls her knees to her chest and starts sobbing into her arms. Natsuki!
I'm such a bad person.
Yuri stammers, feeling panicked. You can tell I'm also feeling panicked because I'm reading fast. Alright, taking a sip. I didn't mean to say something bad. Natsuki shakes her head and wipes her eyes.
You didn't.
Natsuki tries to choke back her sobs, but struggles to speak through them.
I just really hate myself sometimes. And it feels so wrong when you say those nice things to me. Like I don't deserve it.
I'm sorry.
No, I am. I'm so difficult. And I can't think of every single thing about myself I can't think of even a single thing about myself somebody would like. And I hated myself for bothering you during lunch. I thought it was my chance to be a good person, like to be nice and do the things you wrote about in the letter. I knew if I tried in the club, Sarah and Monica would be super annoying and make a huge deal out of it.
You know, I think a lot of those negative things too about myself. I never felt like a good person. I always scrutinize everything I say, and later I feel like I said all the wrong things. And I spent so much time thinking about myself, hating myself, and feeling like everyone else must hate me too. So I understand some of what you're going through of that through my own experience. And that's why I wanted to write a letter to express my feelings. It pained me to see those things in someone else that I saw in myself. Natsuki sniffles. Yuri rustles through her bag, pulls out some tissues, and hands them to Natsuki. Monica told me that it takes a good person to reflect on those things. The desire to improve yourself makes you a good person, so don't worry so much. There are lots of things about you that people would like, so...
Like what?
Like how you're fun for people to be around. And you're not shy, and you know how to make people laugh. And you're very passionate about things. You know how to take the lead. And you care a lot about other people. And just a lot of things.
Oh. Well, now you're making me feel really embarrassed. God damn it.
It's so gay.
And I'm sad now.
God fucking damn it, I hate being sad. Give me a sec. I have a headache.
Well, now you're making me feel really embarrassed.
Well, you're the one who asked. And don't you think I feel embarrassed? Natsuki tries to hide a smile and then sighs as it fades again.
Every time I come here, I always think it's the last time, but I keep coming back for some reason.
Is that bad?
It's just really confusing. I mean, my friends and I go way back, so ditching them feels like, I don't know.
Feels like what?
Natsuki's voice gets quiet. Maybe I'm scared they'll get mad at me? I don't really know what to do.
She pauses. Yuri stares into the distance, tracing her eyes along the patterns of the floor tiles as she thinks to herself. What would you do, hypothetically, if your friends were happy for you instead of mad at you?
Happy for what?
Happy that your new club is making you happy.
Well, that's just not a fair hypothetical.
Natsuki says that with little confidence in her voice.
I always told myself I don't rely on the approval of others to be happy. And I still feel that way, but I'm spending time with people who put me down whenever I don't have their approval. That's probably what's making me feel so confused. Because I'm threatened out of the things that should make me happy. So no matter what, it's like I have to be unhappy to be happy. Making my head hurt.
That must make it really difficult to feel comfortable with yourself. Being made to feel like you're wrong just for being the person you are.
It really goes against everything I believe in, doesn't it? It goes against the kind of person I want to be. I'm fed up with it. I'm fed up with a lot of things.
Natsuki presses her palms onto her forehead and shakes her head.
I know what's best for me, but I keep convincing myself out of it. It's so much easier for me to be comfortably unhappy than it is for me to do something scary.
To do what?
You know, to end it.
With them?
Natsuki nods.
I didn't think you were actively considering that as an option.
I wasn't, until recently. It's just one of those things where, like, it's been a certain way for so long, you just get used to it. Like, so much of you got into it, so it feels like that's how your life is. And throwing it away is like throwing away such a big part of your life. It makes me feel sick to think about.
Natsuki sighs.
It's just really scary. It's terrifying.
What are you scared of?
I don't know. A lot of things. Like being alone, not having anyone to talk to or hang out with, not being able to replace what I have with them. And I don't want them to hate me. And I'm scared they'll hurt me for going against them.
Physically?
Not physically, but... Yuri clenches her fists.
Natsuki.
What?
If anyone even thinks to cause you harm, I will unleash hell upon them. No, I love you guys so much. Fuck! I'm doing that thing Yuri talks about where she wants to be friends with fictional characters. Can I please date both of you at the same time? Come on, it wouldn't be that hard. Okay. Natsuki snorts in laughter. Don't laugh at me.
Sorry, I liked that. That's all.
Oh. Well, I meant it.
I know you did.
Natsuki gives Yuri an endearing look. Stop! Stop! Too gay. It's too gay. 5 me.
I needed it.
The conversation lapses. Natsuki again slides a box of cupcakes over to Yuri.
Just take them, okay? I don't want other people to have them anymore.
Are you sure?
Natsuki nods. I'm sure.
I will then. I'll enjoy them. Natsuki looks away, but a feeling of warmth spreads through her. Stop, this is too gay. She holds onto that feeling, knowing it will give her courage. I was gonna say, if I don't get a picture, of course I'm gonna get a picture. Oh, you're here first today. And you brought reading material. Natsuki's sitting in her usual spot, holding a volume of manga while her lunch sits beside her. Yuri sits down and opens her own book.
It sucks when a good series has to come to an end. Like, it's such a big part of your life, and then one day there's nothing left. It makes you feel so empty.
Unfortunately, I'm about to experience that myself. I'm on the last book of this series.
That sucks.
But there's also something satisfying about letting a story conclude. I don't know if I'd want it to go on forever.
Maybe. But there's some things that I wish could.
On the other hand, have you ever read something that overstayed its welcome?
Oh yeah, definitely. I can think of at least one thing that's got pretty unbearable like halfway through and the ending really sucked. So it sucks when something good has to come to an end, but it also sucks when they keep inventing more plot until you don't like it anymore. Also, sorry if the sound got weird there. That was my bad. I guess it sucks either way.
Well, that's the nature of all things. They come to an end. The two fall silent.
They slowly eat while making their way through the respective reading material. Except Natsuki doesn't seem to be touching her food at all. You don't go out during weekends, right?
Excuse me?
Like with friends at the mall or downtown or whatever?
I'm not a total shut-in, you know.
Oh, my bad for making assumptions.
Well, I'm sure I go out a lot less often than people like you and others in the club. I don't really meet with friends or arbitrarily spend time like that, I usually end up meeting with my board game group. Oh, Yuri, my queen, my nerds. I love these two so much.
Board game group?
It doesn't matter. It's just more nerdy stuff. Natsuki reads manga, Yuri. She's not gonna judge you for being a nerd. What do you ask me anyway?
I was just curious. I just realized that I couldn't picture it, so I was just curious.
Yuri looks at Natsuki and realizes she's shaking.
Don't look at me like that.
Sorry. Natsuki pulls her knees to her chest and puts her head down.
I can't take this.
Did I do something? Yuri gets so flustered, her mind racing over what she may have said or done.
I did. I ended it. I texted them earlier, telling them. And I just blocked them because I was so afraid of the responses. Now it feels like I'm dying inside.
Oh, that's... I'm sorry. Picture? Totally unsure what to do, Yuri can barely find any words to support offer. Meanwhile, the sounds of Natsuki's hard breathing fills the air. Then she speaks again, barely above a whisper.
Help me. I feel sick and I want to hit my head against things. Please help. I can't take this.
You may be having a panic attack. With that realization, Yuri's demeanor suddenly changes. I have experience with this, so I'll help you through it, okay? Natsuki meekly nods through her rapid breath, her head still buried in her knees. Yuri slides herself over to Natsuki and sits on the step behind her. Then she puts her hands on Natsuki's shoulders. Can you feel my hands? Natsuki nods. Her breathing becomes much more apparent through Yuri's sense of touch. Yuri keeps her voice low and gentle. You're safe right now. You're in a good, safe space, where nothing can hurt you. Natsuki nods once more. Although Yuri is touching Natsuki's shoulders, she can practically feel her racing pulse through the base of her neck. We'll do a breathing exercise together, and then you'll listen to my breaths and breathe along with me. Let's breathe in now. Yuri takes in a deep, slow breath. Beneath her hands, she feels Natsuki's rise as Natsuki takes a breath of her own, trying to mimic Yuri. They exhale together, although Natsuki's breath shakes on the way out. That's good. Let's keep going. Yuri breathes once more, and Natsuki joins her. They continue like that for a few cycles until Yuri... I couldn't read that. Sorry, my brain totally shut out that last part of the sentence. I'm having a panic attack. Well, I finished my water, so there goes my excuse. Eventually, Yuri feels Natsuki rest more of her weight into Yuri's palms. Let's focus on the physical world. All I have to do is focus on telling your breaths going in and out, and the weight of my hand on your shoulders. Your safe and comfortable physical space. Minutes pass in silence, but now the worst of it has passed, but Yuri is determined not to move away until Natsuki prompts her to. Meanwhile, Natsuki has lifted her head off her knees and breathing has mostly steadied. She takes a final deep breath and slowly pulls herself to her feet, causing Yuri to let go. She stretches her arms. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to freak out. I don't know what my deal is. You don't have to apologize. It must be enormously stressful for you.
Is that going to keep happening?
It may, or it may not. We can take measures to help you prevent it in the future, but I think it will naturally get better over time. Natsuki motions to sit back down again, so Yuri moves over. Yuri turns away to pick up her dusty floor, picks her book of the dusty floor, which she had hesitantly set down earlier. She brushes the dust off the cover. I don't think I could have gotten through that alone. You're not alone. Feeling shy again, Yuri speaks into her own lap. From now on, you don't have to do anything alone. Stop! My gay is coming out! As she says that, Yuri tenses up. It's rare for her to openly share her thoughts, but something about Natsuki, of all people, makes it feel so much more natural to do so. Perhaps it's because, like Yuri, Natsuki is so timid and uncertain of herself. Natsuki does such a good job of hiding it that it's taken a long time for Yuri to finally realize it. And because of that, Yuri is able to deliver a reassurance that she herself would have wanted, demonstrating that you deserve the love of others. That you can accept that... God damn it! Okay. That you can accept it for the first time. Then perhaps you can begin the... journey of learning to love yourself.
Do you really mean that? You're probably gonna regret saying that if you do.
How so?
Because I'm probably gonna have a lot of free time on the weekends from now on. So you're giving me permission to be as annoying as I want. I'll drag you around to a lot of places.
I see.
But you already said that, so you can't take it back now.
Well, I suppose I have no choice but to accept that responsibility then.
Mm-hmm. I know a good ice cream place.
Oh? That means you'll finally figure out my favorite ice cream flavor.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, you don't remember? The first time you came to the club, you guessed everyone's favorite ice cream flavor, but for me, you said you had no idea.
Seriously? I don't remember that at all. Oh wait, yes I do. I said it was probably green tea.
Yuri shakes her head. It's a good guess, but my favorite is usually to get chocolate and raspberry together.
Chocolate and raspberry? How fancy.
How is that fancy?
You two are so cute. Okay. Oh, I don't know. I feel like I should have guessed something like that.
Well, maybe next time I'll try chocolate and strawberry.
Hey, strawberry is my favorite.
Mm-hmm. What a coincidence.
I think it helps to have something to look forward to. I still have this sick feeling in my stomach, but it's easier now to convince myself that I did the right thing.
Is there anything better I could be doing?
Not that I know of. There's nothing that'll make this easy for me. And you already did more than I thought anyone could. Come to think of it, we never talked about the letter you wrote. But I feel like we're way past that at that point. I don't even know what to talk about it. Except that I think it helped me understand my feelings a little bit better. The way I like to be treated. And the kinds of friends I want to have. That's why I wanted to start coming here in the first place, even though I was scared of causing more problems.
I thought it was a coincidence that you ran into me here initially.
Oh,
Oh my god, they're so cute. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm emotional right now, and I'm just distracting myself with the gay, alright?
Oh, well, not exactly.
What do you mean?
Nothing. I may have tracked you down first, with the help of Sayori.
But
you said I was shy, okay? I wasn't ready to, whatever, you know what I'm saying.
Well, I guess I'm glad you worked up the courage. Even if it was in your own way. I can tell that you've been making a lot of difficult decisions. It's brave. And it will make things better in the long run. I think anyone would be proud of you for it.
Anyone? You mean like you?
Yes. Oh my god, stop, my gay. Like me.
You know, I could get used to this.
So gay. So gay! I'm sorry. I know I need to shut up about the gay thing. I know I need to. It's annoying me too, trust me. But it's my coping mechanism, okay? This is emotional. This feels way too real for me. Because I'm like Yuri and Natsuki, where I become too invested in fake people. Because if I had this conversation with a real life friend, it probably wouldn't be that emotional for me. This is too emotional. Why am I so fucking gay? Alright, that's enough. I'm gonna ask my friend. I'm gonna text my friend that with no context. Why am I so fucking gay? As long as you don't tease me too much.
Fine. Just a little then.
That's fine. I know how uncertain everything feels to you right now. But I really do think good things are in store. Those are my honest feelings.
Thanks.
So cute. So cute. Both of them, I swear to Christ.
It feels nice to be reassured.
No, come back. Don't take these two away from me. The two girls continue their conversation through the remainder of lunch. But a feeling hangs in the air. A feeling of greater certainty in their path forward. In just a few hours, there will be another literature club meeting where the 4 club members will happily spend time together. Each of them, with their own special qualities, have something unique that they can deliver to one another. Through friendship and literature, the club members will continue to grow and find new happiness together. The end of each chapter is the start of the next, Yuri thinks to herself. Since she's about to finish her long-running series, it'd be best to have a new book lined up. Perhaps this week would be a good time to visit the bookstore. Go with Natsuki. Together. Knew it! Okay. Okay. Mail. As a reminder to help guide our data collection, an analysis performed should be focused on answering some of these main questions. How does granting elevated access to the VM affect a person's emotional state? How does granting elevated access to the VM affect a person's values and goals? How does someone effectively navigate how does someone effectively navigate and experiment with their ability to change the context of their VM? How is elevated access being weaponized? What actions are values most contribute to the destruction of the universe? Most importantly, how might your own observations apply with our own universe? Bonus, how can we present this to upper management as an operation that benefits the country? Unrelated note, whoever changed the color scheme of our desktop to pink, can you change it back? It's unprofessional and it ruins the risk of drawing eyes. It runs the risk of drawing eyes. Oh, it's pink. What do you mean I didn't get this one? They're so cute. It isn't healthy how cute these two are to me. I don't remember if I took a screenshot. I don't care. They're so cute. Oh, do I want to set it as my wallpaper? Yes, I'm going to. So fucking cute. Come on. I have to have unlocked something else. It can't just be that. Oh. It's so cute, though. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's the end of Doki Doki Literature Club. Today I hit 100 subscribers, so I'll be releasing a video talking about 100 subscribers and where I'm going from here. But thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribing is good because there's a video out probably when this is posted, but it might be too late, asking what I should play next. And if you have an opinion, I'd love to know it. Alright, thank you. Bye-bye.